Hey, what's going on? MourN here, and we're going to review the Cloudtop Arena, the hero-less Cloudtop Arena, and we're also going to talk about Captain Nicholas and Captain Randall. I assume they're captains, but we'll more on them here in a little bit. Let's go into Cloudtop, check out this event. So, Cloudtop has returned to us. This is... You know what? In the first two Cloudtops, I don't think I had ever seen a better event. The second Cloudtop, particularly, I don't think I have ever seen a better event in any gacha game I've played, and I've played quite a few of them. You could have spent like $200 and bought everything, and I mean everything, and then some spirit stones. It had crazy good value. And the spirit stones, to me, were always of good value. And now, it's not as good. Let's just call it like it is. It's not as good because they took away heroes. And to my knowledge, we will not be getting heroes back in the Cloudtop store anytime soon. This was confirmed on Discord yesterday. Though, as with anything, with enough community backlash, things are always subject to change. Doesn't mean they're going to. It's just possible that it could. I mean, and it really kind of needs to. One nice thing to note about this, let's go ahead. We'll start from the bottom. Golden plumes. You get these from, this is like a campaign loot event. You get it from there, and it varies, right? So the one thing that I've noticed is if you collect everything, you collect every, say, I always like to do these kind of things on the safe side, and always hit it between 4 and 6 hours to collect your golden plumes or whatever game you play that's having a loot currency. And if you do this, you will end up free to play with at least, you should. I'm not going to say guarantee, RNG is always a factor. You should end up free to play with 10,000. 10,000 will get you quite a bit of, can get you something within the store. And then you have the packages. The package is $50, and you can buy these each day. I don't know why you would buy all of them. The only package that you really need to buy that's of significant value, if you're going to purchase, is that last package. If you just have to have something, or if you're going to buy the $50 pack, is above and beyond the best deal. In the second event, it was actually 1,800 gold plumes in the $50 pack, and that was crazy. That was a crazy good deal. In terms of value, this is what it was on week 1, and this is still actually a very good value for what you can get with them. And then there's the $30 pack, which is 3,000 gems, 7,500 plumes, and then the $5, which is 500 gems and 1,200 golden plumes. I would stay away, once again, unless you need like that last little bit. I would stay away from the $5 pack. It doesn't have a lot of value, and it's really not going to get you anything, to be quite honest. I mean, with that, you get 4 artifact shards for $5. That is not very good in value. And let's move on to the sign-in. Each day you sign in, for 7 days, you will get 750 golden plumes. This is needed, so you make sure you sign in every day. This is needed to reach 10,000, but this is also pretty nice. 750 each day is a really good deal, considering other games. This is a very good deal, and it's free. Now on to the store. Of everything in value, the ores will be the top valued items within the game. Especially now that we have Pineapple Pinnacle Arena. having multiple ores, being able or having the ores to have on more than one team is kind of a big deal. So I suggest getting the ores. If you have to choose one ore to get, it is your very first time. There was a big debate on this last time, and I said it was this ore, the void counter ore. I said it was then, and I hold true to what I'm saying, because this is the best ore in the game. Like, seriously, this is the best ore in the game. It's used for so many things. You do, like, the block ore is a very good ore. The healing ore is very good ore. And they can go on a lot of heroes, but this ore does well on any hero. I mean, especially with speed manipulation being a thing. Like, throw it on Cass. Cass goes first, then she makes August active round 1. August actives round 1, you pass stages you normally couldn't. Or throw it on August, and he goes first. If they're not hitting that last hero, that lowest hit point hero, he goes first at the beginning of the second round before anyone can do anything. He's already thrown up a shield on everybody. Nobody dies, whereas half your team would have died before. It is a very good ore, and it's huge in PvP. It's huge in PvE. There is currently, other than Mir, there's currently not a game type that I do not use the void counter ore in as a primary ore. So take that for what it's worth. The next is the Twilight Nightmare. And I like the Twilight Nightmare ore. But you have two other ores that are damage-based ores that do very well. So this is not a unique ore in that aspect. The counter ore, not the counter, the endless seething ore and the yellow and the orange ores. They're very good for damage. In fact, to finish off the game, I actually took this ore off Margaret and gave her the orange ore. No, I'm sorry. I gave her the yellow ore and Genji the orange ore. Then, this is where you start to get into a little difficulty in what is good in terms of value. So let's just start at the bottom. Those bottom two items, there's no value there. Don't purchase them unless you have 2 or 3 left in the very end. Zero value. Then after that, let's go to the 2 items that are of the most value. It is the Spirit Stone and the Artifact Shard. And I've come to terms that the Spirit Stones are probably not the best value. It's the Artifact Shards. Unless you do not have your 4 attacks for the Netherworld boss. That is going to help your progression immensely. So the way it should work as far as value goes is Artifact Shards. Unless you don't have the 4 attacks, then it would be Spirit Stones and Artifact Shards, but they are interchangeable. If you have 4 attacks, then go for the Artifact Shards, then the Spirit Stones, because you can get the Spirit Stones within the tavern, and you will find that they are easier to get than these Artifact Shards are. I am struggling on Artifact Shards. And then you would go for Rune Stones, Rune Shards. And then me personally, because I don't think Clast is of any real extensive value at any point in the game, you're going to hit a point where you have more Clast than you know what to do with. Then I would go with the Summon Stones. Me personally, I think you should go for the Advanced as opposed to the Factional, because I think Factional, though they have the same drop rates, in my experience, Factional Summon Stones are mostly just trash. Compared to the Advanced Summoning Stones. I have better luck with Advanced Summoning Stones. That's confirmation bias at its finest, but to me, that's what it is. I've seen people do awesome with factional summons. I'm just not one of them. And then if you get down to it, then you do Class, then you do these prayer coins, and then epic hero shards. It's not too simple, so to reiterate, number 1, Artifact Shards. Then Spirit Stones. Unless you don't have 4 attacks, then they will flip. Then I would do rune shards, ass, and then factional summons, then prayer coins, then epic hero shards. This is only assuming you have both ores. The ores should be the utmost priority when this event comes around. And that covers this. I'm going to talk a little bit about the hero thing a little more. It sucks that we are not getting heroes in this. Now, this honestly doesn't really help me much any longer because I have most of the heroes. I showed off my account real quickly in the last video, so I don't need too many heroes, but I also know that many people do. So, and with needing 3 full teams now, having them awaken 5 is huge. So they really need to bring back heroes. We don't have to be greedy and expect them to, like they did in the first couple times where they put like 3 light, 3 dark, and then one or two of each other faction. I mean, maybe that's a little unrealistic. But how about you do it similar to Idle Heroes where, you have that 1 light or dark and it costs more. You're limited on the amount you can get, but you were limited anyway. You can only get 2 copies. I think it was 2 copies. Might have been 4. But when you need 18 copies, 4 is what? It's nothing. And then you throw out one of the better heroes for a little bit less, say a hero that's attainable but better, let's say a Margaret. People would be ecstatic if Margaret was in there, even if she cost a little more, or a Sylvia, or something like that, or Cassandra. And then you put a lesser needed hero in there that maybe people need because they want to build them, because they want to make some kind of fringe team, I don't know, Dora. I don't know why you would even build Dora then. Pick on Dora, but I pick on Dora because she sucks. Let's choose a hero to be. There we go. Aris. Aris would be a fringe hero. I forgot her name. Cilia, fringe hero. These are decent heroes that can be used, but they're not cream of the crop. They're not up there to where it's gonna hurt the game. And then you also throw the garbage ones there too, like Barton. Why not? Not gonna hurt anything, and it gives a player base something that they're interested in. Because you're not appealing to all aspects. Because free-to-play players mostly don't care about orbs. They care about hero copies, and their quickest route to a hero copy now is through summoning and I'm gonna. And I hear a lot of complaints on summoning how bad the rates are, and that is confirmation bias because I'm going to tell you that, factually speaking, the rates are not that bad. You're guaranteed a 4-star, not an epic hero. You could be an elite 4-star, but you are guaranteed a 4-star after every 3 pulls. There's no debating this, and I wish they still had how many summons we had, and I could say I have enough summons to verify that one. Every 3, you will definitely get a hero, so you're guaranteed 3 heroes and 100 summons. It's not like that in Idle Heroes. It's not like that in any. The only other game that I've played that's really like that is AFK Arena. They could sweeten the deal right by removing those elite heroes from that guarantee pool, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's the Cloudtop. I think it's still a solid event. I still think it's a good event, and I still think there's value in spending on some things, especially if you don't have both ores. If you don't have both ores, buy the packs. Buy a $50 pack and get both ores and save yourself some time and some hassle. And then the next time it comes around, maybe, just maybe, they have heroes, and you don't have to invest into the ores. You can get whatever heroes they're making available if that's possible, and if not, then get your spirit shards and your artifact shards, because those are very, very good items to get. Now, let's move on over to the new heroes. I just want to say that they said everybody knows their name and their little leak. Who knows Captain Nicholas? I've never heard of Captain Nicholas. I mean, it is what it is. It's pretty funny to me that they're like, oh, and everybody that knows of Ocean knows their name. Who the hell is Captain Nicholas? Better yet, who is Captain Randall? I don't even think Captain Randall really looks that much like... I guess maybe he looks like a pirate. I don't know. I don't know what is up, but anyway. There are light and dark heroes, and we don't know their abilities. I would assume that they're going to be of the warrior class. And if not, I don't know. I don't know how they would fall under the mage class. They certainly don't seem like priests. Buccaneers, pirates. We'll see. It is interesting. And it kind of fell in line with what we thought, that they're going to have a light and a dark on this one, which is really made me feel like Ocean was coming out. I'm interested to see what their abilities are going to be. I don't know how they're going to operate. I actually have zero idea. I can't even speculate. But what they need to, one of them must do, is provide some kind of counter to the current. Not because there's anything particularly wrong with the meta, but because if the game is unable to advance, is unable to evolve, and you stagnate for 6 months on the same meta, that also will kill player base. And I don't know if anyone's paid attention. We are struggling for players. Everywhere. Even our tribe. We have trouble filling spots. And we have a wait list. And once it's that next person's upturned, they're either quit, haven't seen them for 3 or 4 days, and if you haven't been on in 3 or 4 days, we're not going to let you come into the tribe. It doesn't make any sense. It's a rift of benefit because the odds are you're going to go AFK 3 or 4 days, and we're just going to kick you anyway. So I'm really interested to see and excited. Actually, I have a lot of stuff saved up for these. Because I've kind of anticipated it. I have over 100 heroes between light and dark, and then I'm sitting on 118 factional summons and 462 advanced summons to see if I can A5 one of these heroes. Oh, and I have 5 awakening stones. So as long as I can reach 10 star, one of these things will be A5 for test purposes. That's it for today's video. It's longer than I thought it was going to be. If you like my content, if you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe. I'll keep trying to pump it out, and I'll try to keep a positive attitude. And despite the lack of heroes, Cloudtop is still a really solid event. It's just less solid than it was before. But that doesn't make it a bad event. And I'm very, very happy with it. Anyway, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.